Um, Good evening, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. First of all, let me thank the organizers of the Arise Fashion Week, not just for the opportunity given to us to address this distinguished audience, but more importantly, for allowing its media to showcase the huge potential of Nigeria's fashion industry. We congratulate Arise also because of the positive impact it is having not only in Nigeria, but across the globe. As we all are aware, Nigeria's creative industry, which comprises the music, movie, fashion, and IT sectors, is beginning to emerge as a key source of wealth and job creation in Nigeria. Across Africa and in various parts of the globe, Nigeria's creative industry is spurring innovation, creating jobs, increasing our export revenues, and helping to shape perceptions about Nigeria as a nation with a strong spirit of creativity and ingenuity. As policymakers, we believe we must continue to encourage the innovative work of young, talented Nigerians, as it could significantly contribute to our nation's growth whilst supporting our efforts at creating jobs for our teeming population. Developing ways to harness and support the creative talents of young Nigerians was a critical factor behind the Central Bank of Nigeria and the Bankers Committee decision to set up the Creative Industries and Financing Initiative, with a major focus on 4 areas: music, movies, fashion, and IT. So far, the Central Bank of Nigeria, through its intervention program, has disbursed almost 3 billion naira to over 262 projects in the creative sector to support entrepreneurship among our youths. Our goal under the Creative Industry Financing Initiative is to support startups and existing businesses across these 4 areas, as well as foster the development of a creative industry park in 4 major cities in Nigeria: the National Theatre Igomu in Lagos is expected to serve as the initial pilot for the Creative Industries Park. Following the deployment of the pilot scheme in Lagos, we intend to set up similar parks in Kano, in Port Harcourt, and in Enugu. We are glad to note that President Muhammadu Buhari, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Nigeria, has recently approved the award of contracts by the Bankers Committee to refurbish the National Theatre Igomo and build the Creative Industry Hub on the adjoining land. This development, which is estimated to cost over 40 billion naira, will be built on about 40 hectares land around the National Arts Theatre. Upon completion, the National Arts Theatre will be restored to its past glory, where it began to host world-class conferences, seminars, events, and shows such as this fashion show today. Our goal for building the National Arts Theatre is to create an environment where startups, and existing businesses are rewarded for their creativity. Efforts will be focused on finding the most innovative young entrepreneurs across the music, movie, fashion, and IT industries. Following the rehabilitation and expansion work at the National Arts Theatre, which will be completed over the next year, hopefully the project should begin by January. The remodeled National Theatre and the supporting structures that will be built along its environs to carry the fashion hub, the music, the movie, and the ICT hub will be able to support its skills acquisition for over 500,000 Nigerian youths. These individuals will be empowered with funds at single-digit interest rates, high-level training, using state-of-the-art tools and key networks that will enable them to turn their ideas and dreams into reality. When they are able to achieve their objective of creating fashionable outfits or a well-designed movie, the Bankers Committee will ensure that they are able to distribute their works on a large scale. We are also cognizant of the fact that a growing creative industry will also support the growth of other sectors of our economy, such as logistics, financing services, construction, as well as the legal sector. On fashion, a critical aspect of this park that is being built will be devoted to supporting the growth of Nigeria's fashion industry. The textile, apparel, and footwear subsector remain the second largest contributor to Nigeria's manufacturing sector. Total output in 2019 was estimated at close to $4.4 billion, or 22% of the manufacturing GDP. Sadly, today, Nigeria spends over $4 billion on imported textiles and footwear, including machine-made clothes imported from Asia, which copy popular Nigerian designs. This action has taken place despite the abundant talents in the fashion industry in Nigeria, and some of whom are gaining prominence both locally and internationally. Towards enabling the growth of the Nigerian fashion industry, the CBN and the Bankers Committee intends to provide a textile shared service facility at the National Arts Theatre Creative Park, which will train eligible Nigerians on how to design and develop good quality made in Nigeria fashion products for the local and export market. Trainees will have access to world-class instructors and materials, as well as machinery to implement some of the concepts that will be developed at the shared facility. Garments will eventually be sold to buyers in different parts of the country. Towards this end, the CBN, through its Anchor Borrowers Program initiative, will be supporting over 220,000 cotton farmers across the country with some of the best agronomics practices, which will significantly improve the yields per hectare of cotton produced by our local farmers. I am pleased to note that following our efforts, cotton importation is now a thing of the past, as cotton lint produced in 2020 overweighed the national requirement of our textile industry. The growth in cotton has been due to over 100 billion naira worth of credit facilities provided by the CBN to support the growth of the cotton, textile, and the garment industry. These funds have also enabled manufacturers to retool their joineries and textile factories, So far, 17 ginneries which had been moribund in the past have been brought back to life. And for the first time in 10 years, ginneries in Nigeria will be operating at full capacity at all year round due to increased production of our cotton locally. Only recently, these same ginneries operated at 30% capacity. We do expect that with continued investments and growth in the cotton, textile, and garment value chain, over 350,000 jobs will be created over the next year in Nigeria. The Bankers Committee initiative on the fashion industry will help to support the growth of Nigeria's cotton and textile industry by off-taking on the products being produced in textile mills in Lagos, Kano, Kaduna, and the eastern part of the country. Over the next 5 years, the fashion initiative at the National Arts Theatre will help support 2,500 Nigerians with improved design skills while creating over 10,000 direct and indirect jobs in the cotton, textile, and garment industry. The shared services facility to be built at the National Arts Theatre will also serve as a showroom to the world on the quality fabrics being designed and that can be produced in Nigeria. Despite our large population, our growth in the creative industry space has been limited by smuggling of textiles and garments into Nigeria. We are engaged in efforts to limit the smuggling of textile materials into the country. So far, our measures are yielding fruits as smugglers of textile materials are being restricted from utilizing the Nigerian financial system to support their nefarious activities. This will help to support the growth of local entrepreneurs in our fashion industry as they will be able to capture the gains of their work. In closing, I'd like to reiterate to stakeholders affiliated with the fashion industry that you indeed have a partner at the Central Bank of Nigeria and the Bankers Committee in Nigeria. We are fully aware that the fashion industry in Nigeria can provide a positive and a beneficial growth path for young Nigerians who seek to utilize their talents in creating products and services that offer value at home and indeed abroad. We will continue to ensure that these skills are harnessed to support the growth of the Nigerian economy and also support the growth of the businesses of the Nigerian youth entrepreneurs. I thank you very much for your attention.